If you don't do this, you are headed for trouble. Have you ever had someone call you by name and felt instantly noticed, respected, and valued? That's not an accident. It's one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to make people feel important. In this chapter of How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie tells a story about Jim Farley, a man who could remember the names of over 50,000 people. That skill helped him rise from a brickyard worker to Postmaster General of the United States, and even play a key role in getting Franklin D. Roosevelt elected president. Farley's secret? He genuinely cared about remembering people's names. Because when you say someone's name, you're saying, "You matter." Carnegie's timeless message is clear. If you don't make people feel seen, you're headed for trouble. So, let's uncover how something as small as remembering a name can open doors, build influence, and win hearts. Jim Farley wasn't alone in mastering this art. Andrew Carnegie, the Steel King, also discovered the magic of names early in life. As a boy in Scotland, he raised rabbits and promised to name each one after his friends who helped him gather food for them. That simple act sparked cooperation, and later the same psychology helped him build a business empire. Years later, when Carnegie wanted to sell steel to the Pennsylvania Railroad, he named his new factory the Edgar Thomson Steel Works, after the railroad's president. Guess where that company bought its rails? Exactly. Names are emotional currency. They show respect, recognition, and appreciation. Forget someone's name and you risk losing their goodwill. Remember it and you win their heart. Carnegie reminds us that remembering names isn't about tricks. It's about genuine interest. Because every person's favorite word in any language is their own name. Franklin D. Roosevelt practiced this principle beautifully. He could remember not just the names of dignitaries, but also mechanics, clerks, and staff, making each person feel valued. When a car was specially built for him, Roosevelt took the time to thank every person involved by name, even the shy mechanic who had barely spoken a word. A few days later, that same man received a handwritten thank you note from the president himself. That's the power of sincere recognition. Even in everyday life, this works wonders. Carnegie tells of a man who greeted a cafeteria worker by her name, Eunice, and suddenly, her frown turned into a smile. People are hungry for respect. They want to be noticed, not just served or spoken to. So take the time to learn, repeat, and use names. It's a small effort with huge impact, a bridge straight to someone's heart. So how can you apply this principle starting today? When you meet someone new, focus on their name. Repeat it, visualize it, or associate it with something familiar. If you forget it, don't fake it. Politely ask again. People appreciate the effort. And when you greet them later, use their name warmly and sincerely. This isn't about flattery. It's about human connection. Everyone wants to feel special. And remembering a name is one of the simplest, most beautiful ways to show you care. As Emerson once said, "Good manners are made up of petty sacrifices." And this small habit can turn strangers into friends and friends into allies. That's chapter 6 of How to Win Friends and Influence People. Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. In the next chapter, we'll explore another timeless principle, an easy way to become a good conversationalist. Subscribe and let's keep growing together.